I'm glad I had, even though most of it was just segments of my streams from Book of Unwritten Tales, I'm still glad that I was able to get videos regularly up while I was gone. Especially that I was able to get the next part of The Last of Us and the next part of Elix up. That was good because those are my regular series, obviously, and I want to keep those going as much as I can. So are we... So we're in chapter 3. However far through this we still have, I don't know. Looks like we're a third of the way through the game, basically, it looks like. Okay, I was curious. So since it has chapter select, obviously we're able to see, at least get a general idea. It doesn't tell you how long each chapter is, of course, but it does give you a general idea of kind of the progress you're making. That's good. So that means that we will get, let's say 2.5 streams. Well, we've only done a couple of hours, actually, overall. So maybe every 2 streams will be 3 chapters, roughly. So we probably have another 4 or something parts to this. All right, now did I or did I not already cross the stinking swamp? I have to do it again, or is this... I would assume it just left off where I ended. The problem is I am pretty sure I went through the swamp, so I want to go this way. Is that right? Away from the swamp? I'm not sure what direction we're aiming for here. Maybe I cross the swamp again. I can't remember. That's really dark even for me. I can't tell. Oh, right. I remember. To use the old term, we basically zoned to a new area. That's why that rock was all like behind me like that. I'm not actually sure that I can climb this, but I guess we can try. Is this going to be better, though? I don't know if I want to go through the swamp or if I want to go, like, out of the... Because here's potentially the troll, but the swamp are potentially things under the water to kill you. Yeah. There's kind of where we came from, I think. And there is still no flashlight in this. As far as I know, let me see. Options? I think we looked before, though, right? I don't think there's an F for flashlight. Move, run, crouch, jump. Harp. Apparently we have a harp at some point. Oh, we have check matchbox. It's R, is it? And then interact. I don't know, though, if it's a matchbox. Seems like... you might be wasting it. Okay, so if I do this and this. Now, I can't do it yet anyway. Probably because I haven't found it, I'm guessing. Since we started in a car, I didn't exactly have matches just in my pocket because of stuff. I have to have a specific reason for having matches. Oh, it's her brother. Okay, I didn't expect to meet her brother, so startled me. So he's... Why does he run at that point? Oh, am I supposed to run then? I mean, I'm assuming I'm supposed to keep up with him as much as I can, so... I don't like the fact that he started running, though. That's... Where'd he go? Are you kidding me right now? He ran then disappeared, and I don't know where he is. What the actual heck, dude? Where is her friggin' brother? Are you kidding? I lost him. So I basically failed this game. That's great. I'm just going to check over here and see if he went over here per chance. But they don't apparently tell the AI to wait for you every X amount of time, so I have no idea where he is now. Where are you? Am I coming? I don't know. I can't see anything. I don't even know. Oh. Well, don't run so fast that I can't find you, bro. What the hell was that thing? I don't know. I saw it earlier too. The force is full of those kinds of things. Gotta keep moving. Okay, normal walk speed, I guess, so I don't lose him. I was like, seriously? You're not even gonna wait, huh? But I guess he was just in the middle of running, maybe, and so I wasn't sure. Oh no, it's great. Just pause and then just go for it. Don't sneak through here at all or anything. Another hand's gonna come, isn't it? Don't really like the escalation in the music. It's good to know your flashlight is on the fritz.
Okay, sure.
All right, go on. Okay, sure. Oh, I'm going on? Where? There, it's broken. How is that a thing? How's that gonna happen, bro? Am I going down? Do I have to go down? Yeah, nope. I guess it's cutscene now, so I guess down we had to go. All right. It looks steep enough. I wasn't sure if I would go there and fall and die or something, but I guess it's intended. So I've been watching videos and reading up a bit on Last of Us 2. That's going to be coming out later this year. Oh. Oh. You better run, bro. I know, I know. I wouldn't stop if you would run into me. Oh, crap. What? I don't know. What am I doing? Oh, am I... I get this, but I don't... What's the interact? Because I'm hitting the left mouse button. It's not doing anything. E. That's right. E is interact. Suck. So she has to kill her brother to put him out of his misery. Okay. Nope, there's no, like, second option. I get... Oh. So he just died instead. Well, at least I didn't commit... What do they call that? At least I'm not a kinslayer, I guess. So I didn't kill my own brother. Unfortunately, he suffered a little bit longer, but he's dead. Dang it. That sucks. Gosh, that sucks. What is that light in the distance? Is that a fire? It looks like it's a fire. Maybe like a campfire? Gosh, it sucks. I wonder how all the rocks fell, though. There weren't rocks. It was just a wall, like a fortress wall or whatever, with the door and the bridge on the other side. Where'd all the rocks come from? There's nothing up above here that's... But, I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. He's dead. That sucks. I think that's an AN, right? So Karantan. Hig smoterism. Smoterism. Quarantine. High risk of infection. Oh. Really? So... I don't want to go in there then, I guess? I mean, just based on what that says. But I feel like as a player I want to go in there anyway. But maybe I can't. I can't... Save my brother, obviously, but did he drop a flashlight or anything? He had one before getting crushed. But I feel like there's not... It's... I think it was in his right hand, wasn't it? So it's under here. It's crushed too. I can't even get it. Okay. There's a quarantine in this building, and I don't think I can open the door. There's the sign, but beyond the sign, I don't think I can interact with that at all. Alright. We'll soldier on. I mean, I guess I sort of assumed either her brother would... I think I figured out that we would... Or not figured out. Figured in my mind. That we would go to the end of the game, and the brother would not make it. He just never would show up, so we'd assume he's dead, which I think is the more likely thing I was expecting. Or else we'd get to the end of the game, and he'd be there waiting for us, and he'd survive, which is much less likely. But I guess now we for sure know that he's done. Not just kind of know, but for sure know. Guardian. Thectara. Does that mean like a mystical guardian? Am I going to be in trouble here? There's this, but it doesn't open. Oh, here we go. close this, or no? Looks like it's going to stay open. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice heart. I like it. You could zoom in some, but okay. Necken. By the altar, the wrath of Freya awoke, and she conjured fire from her wrath, and burned his eyes and hands so he could never play the magic harp again. That's the one we saw in the water at the end of the first part. So again, if you've not watched that, you'll see this, but it's not until like basically the very end of the first part. Then we got, since I suck at reading Swedish, so it's the 16th of June, 1932, in Ungefär. Boys find large footprints in the forest. Gee, I wonder what those footprints could be. I really don't know what they possibly could be. Glasses that are missing a lens. Somebody had a nice night out, and that's the cup they poured. So, okay, so we can interact with all those, but they don't really do anything, I don't think. Oh, and then here's another. Den Store Mannen, the large man. The large man who resides in the woods is ferocious and very dangerous. However, he is very easy to spot and to hear because of his large body and clumsy footsteps. All right. Kind of put that together, unfortunately, through trial and error, but... 2 of 18 collected stories. Oh, I forgot. I need to look at those and see. Is this a coin or is this a... It looks like a chip for a game or something, maybe. Interesting. And then there's another one. And those are runes of some kind. Either Norse runes or... Yeah, Norse runes. I don't think modern-day Swedish. I think it uses the Roman alphabet. And then here's another rune or symbol. So... These are just what used to be food or something, but not anymore. Oh, that's like a jar. Alright, anyway. Xexor, why the thing not come on the other side of the gate? Well, I think, I'm not positive, I think it broke through the bridge. So I go swimming away? Go swimming away? Yeah, like, you know, like the river carry him away and now you go swimming away from everybody. Sure. Of course, they do say large men in that book, so there are more than one. So that's not great. Oh, lovely. Some darkness is going to be chasing us. Is this amnesia? Oh, that looks bad. So the left is, I'm assuming, is this girl in life, and then the right is once she's passed on and is a spirit of some kind, possibly a vengeful spirit. We got a key to that door, maybe. Really? As soon as I grab the key, it does the creepy music? Well, that's probably awesome. Okay, Guardian. Okay, we're here. What is... Phone is there. Maybe. That's assuming it works. That's the clock tower. Blacksmith. Storage. Little Ones of Freya. I like the sound of that. Drawbridge. Hall of the Harp. Okay. And this, I'm assuming, is the gate we just came through. So, I'm assuming we're going to go here to the right. And the phone is going to be out of order. Kind of duh. And we're going to go back and we're going to continue up this way. I think is the course of things. Alright. I can't see anything in here really. Why is the light on? And the light, was the light on before? I don't remember the light being on before. Maybe it was. Okay. What is this? Oh. A now probably useless first aid kit, looks like. Okay. Don't know what that says. It's in runes again. Medicinal plants, tinctures, and decorations. Oh. Could be useful, but apparently it's not going to be a thing we're going to be able to read. Hunting, flaying, and cutting up, living off the forest. Gosh. That's not creepy at all. I can't tell which drawer I'm grabbing. I guess that's the bottom one. So no. And then the next one up. No. 1, 2. Oh, there we go. I can see a little bit better now. Just the angle maybe or something? I'm not sure. And that's the picture, yeah, of creepy, scary girl. Great. Divine sacrifice, the sacral rules. That's what I was afraid of. This living out the forest stuff, fine. Divine sacrifice crap, yeah, thanks, no thanks. To me, it doesn't matter whether they were studying it because other people were involved in it or if they're involved with it themselves. It's not great. Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad you're able to relax. Yeah, magic harp at some point maybe. There is a in the list of controls key that lets you use your harp. So that is a thing at some point. We're just not there yet. Wait, okay, so that's the sign that said Guardian. We're right by that. So with the map here, I think these doors are gates. Straight from that gate is the way forward this way. So I want to keep going up this side thing and see if we can use a telephone, which, like I said, I'm assuming we won't be able to. But okay, so this is straight. Wait, right? Or is that not? What the heck? We came from over there, so this is straight through. Or we came from... What? Yeah. Yeah, we came from over there, and this door, this is another gate. So what's the way that goes this way? Like, where's the path? Because there's supposed to be one that kind of tees here. Oh, this maybe. I was like, I didn't see the path that went off and supposedly eventually goes to the phone or whatever. Haven't seen her before. She's different from the others. Don't know what that means. As far as I could see, as far as I could tell, it's just wood. I don't see, I mean, I'm assuming this is an outhouse of some kind. Yeah, I think this is... I mean, you have the phone lines here. I'm way more beautiful than her. He will never want her. Crap. I'm not trying to infringe on anybody's territory here. Encroach on anybody's territory. I'm not trying to take anybody away from anybody. What the actual... So I'm locked inside now? Yeah. I didn't get to read what was on the outside, but I was more worried about her potentially getting attacked. So I just ran in. Maybe I shouldn't have run in. Alright, this is... Okay, another like can or something. Another one. Evil fairy tales. Hey, I have matches now. I have... That looks like about a dozen matches. 10 to a dozen, something like that. Left mouse to light a match. Now, okay. Oh, crap. Left mouse, I meant to use E. God dang it. Well, I guess we're going to use this now. R, check matchbox. Hello? Housekeeping? Ragnar? So I have to use something to play a song. I'm assuming that's the way out. Oh. I don't know what that's doing. Is that... Okay. I don't... Do I have a limited number of matches? I hope not. Okay. That's going to give us more matches. So that's good. So I guess we do have a limited number, but that's going to give us more, so we're fine. It also, if you look, the matches do burn down. That's a good mechanic. Like, it's getting closer and closer to our fingers and stuff. Okay, so that's a no. But we can... Okay, is there anything else in here I want to look at before I go? This. She wants to keep me. That's not good. There's nothing else over here, right? Alright, I gotta do this. It's gonna burn her fingers. I don't know if she screams out when she burns her fingers, or if she actually takes damage. There's not a HUD in those terms anyway in this game, but it doesn't mean that she doesn't get hurt, right? Am I going toward that? Maybe. Another one of those horses. Oh, right. Can you give me just a sec? Ragnar, play our song so we know it's you. The key to the drawbridge and the gate is with the Guardian. Right. And so I need to get that friggin' harp. So I've been doing a decent amount, not decent, a little bit, not a ton, but a little bit of reading about stuff for The Last of Us 2. Trying to stay as spoiler-free as possible, of course. It seems... We'll have to wait and see. You have to find it. The golden that weaves such melodies. You wouldn't believe it could be possible. Yeah, the harp. I don't know for sure. I hope it's not the case. It seems like they might be going for super social justice thing on there. Like, in the extreme. I probably should stay here where I know I can get back for sure. Let's just run. I don't know if that girl's going to come after me again. Okay, looks like we made it back out to the road. So, I'm hoping that's not true. Helberg phone. Because... Help me, it's so dark. So, I guess I do this. And then interact there. Light that. Waiting for her to like charge me or something, but I don't see her. I don't know where she is, so I was waiting, but nothing's happening, so I don't know. Well, I'm all for letting anybody do what they want to do. I mean, to a point. It was the strangest thing I ever heard. Such beautiful notes. Where did it go? Like, within reason. I mean, obviously I'm not okay with murder or junk like that, but I'm just saying, like, in general, I feel like people should be able to do what they want to do, right? But, so I'm okay, like, if you have a female protagonist or a male protagonist or whatever, but now it might be other people's perspectives from what I'm reading, so that I may not share this view once I actually play it. But they're saying, like, it seems like there's a lot more focus on forcing people who are considered the so-called protected groups or minority groups or whatever, like people who are homosexual or people who are other races or people who are other gender, like or like are female genders and stuff. Anyway, they seem to be emphasizing that versus, or they seem to be emphasizing that a lot. That could run the risk of coming at the sacrifice for gameplay or storytelling or something like that. Now, I don't know, obviously. First of all, it's not released. Secondly, I may not share the opinion these other people have seen, that I've read or watched, both. 3, I haven't played the game, so I have no idea, right? So I'm hoping that it's not true. I'm hoping, I mean, if they have characters that are, if they have a transsexual character, whatever, it's a person, right? It's fine. I mean, they're a person to me, right? But my point is just, I hope that they're not doing this agenda to push this stuff at the cost of a quality game. So we'll see how it pans out. So I'm here. So it's good. Looks like they're going to have these maps frequently through this area, so that's good. So I'm going to the clock tower. All right. What is that behind me? Is that even on here? Kinda. It's this, I think. I think this is the building. Let's see what this is. And of course, because it's curiosity, it's probably going to get me killed. And another outhouse. I wonder if we only heard the girl's voice in the other one because we were close to the fields in that other building, which may have been where she had been. Me, Molly. Yeah, so there used to be people here. Not just some people, but like this wasn't even just like a park. It looks like this was actually a village. And with all the walls and stuff, it looked like they did several things in an effort to protect themselves, but looks like it didn't really work out all that well. Because now they had to cross the lake and then go up into the cave or whatever, right? So, alright. This is better because you can see more, but I'm a little bit nervous about doing this. There's obviously the possibility of things seeing you, but also I'm a little nervous because I'm going to run out of these if I do it too often. It's everywhere. Jeez. Rut Alquist. Okay, so it's a letter. The Vanishing of Rook Alquist. New leads. 28th August 1932. So all this happened in 1932, apparently. At least this and it, like the stuff around this village. Let me do this first really fast, see if there's... Okay. So now... some lights. The Holy Duty. Is that a law book or something? I'm not sure. Oh, the drawing on the back looks like it might be a tree or something, so maybe that's a religious text. I'm not sure. Something is everywhere. That's not a good sign. Hey, Zetaprex. No, I am. I am actually. If you look over on the left of my stream, you'll see my chat box. Faux Fox on YouTube is here also. So I am actually being watched. Nice try with the troll, though. Homeschooling, teaching children in the home. Curriculum for 1942. Was it 1932? What was on the news clippings, though? Hymns and ballads. I wonder if these are totems for protecting or something. Besties forever. I don't want to play in the forest anymore. Sheesh. I keep forgetting that right or left mouse is match, so I keep using it when I mean to interact, but I guess now that it's lit. Sacrifice, rituals of the antiquity. Divine sacrifice, the sacral rules. Yeah, we had one of those already. A lot of sacrifice things here. That's worrying. Feats and achievements of Grimner. Scientific and detailed review of the great feats of Grimner through history. Nothing. Let's grab some more matches. It's like 4 or 5. Alright, well in that case, I've got enough. I think I want to light another. Okay. Alright. Okay. Guess that's it in here. I probably should do that, so I'm not seen as easily by stuff outside. Alright, so out here and go to the right. I don't see whatever did that. I'm not sure that I'm supposed to get in there. Maybe, but I feel like probably not. Well, if you go around the side. Built right up against the stone. Seems like you'd have problems with rot and insects and things if you did that, but it's possible the stone fell after the house was built too. Came from somewhere. I don't know where, but I like how ZX Press came on and said, nobody's watching you. He was watching me. So, ha to you also for that. It was straight to the clock tower? No, this is the clock tower, right? Isn't this? I think this is the clock tower right here. The fact that these things have glowing red symbols is troubling to me. Oh, more matches? 1. Ha! Looked like there were more in the box at the time than just 1, but okay. I wonder if there's a maximum number of matches also, so you can only fill up to a certain number in your box. That may be a thing. I don't know. So I came from there. Let's look at this map and see which way I want to go from here. I thought we might need to do something here, but it doesn't look like it other than gather the match and see a symbol. Oh, I don't need to be remembering these symbols in their order, do I? I hope not. I haven't been paying attention. Okay, snowflake at the clock tower. That's the blacksmith. Over this way. What was this again? Little Ones of Freya. That's either a graveyard or a former nursery. I'm not sure which. Okay, I guess we're heading for the smith. And this goes to a dead end. Since it's not as long, maybe I go there first. So if the smith is that way, let's go this way for a little bit. Till we end up with the dead end. I think this is the short one. Lantern will be really friggin' nice. All these years, they lied to us all these years. We had a right to know what we gave everything for. Not like going inside is really going to protect you from a spirit, but it makes me feel better anyway. For no reason. You Ponzi, Xexor. I know. Okay, we'll put that out. Because I feel like that might not be... Of course, I can't see anything now. Do I light another match? I can't see anything, but I feel like no, we don't want to. Okay. My ears hurt. So maybe somebody played... Well, that was like a violin, though. Screw it. It's going to get me killed. But I'm a light one. I don't know. So you keep hearing the sounds, but I don't see where anything's coming from, so... I'll probably get surprised and killed or something, but as far as I could tell, there's nothing to worry about as far as the sound goes. Another statue, or what do you call it, figurine, I guess. She's coming, she's coming, she's coming, she's here. Really? Some more of those. Looks like 4. So it looks like my limit on matches thing was incorrect. I cannot see worth crap in these houses like this. Jeez. Alright. Swedish tales. Sacrifice rituals of the antiquity. Review the holy rites of Azure faith. I think that may be it. Okay, let's go here. And get out of here. Okay. I feel like we don't want to stay around this area. Okay. And that, I think, is a path. And that would be to the smith. That's exactly opposite. Well, not exactly opposite, let's be honest. But it's more or less opposite where I just came from. What were those monsters? What were they? Devils from the depths of hell. How did they get here? Not expecting it to happen. That would be an interesting twist if somehow you set things right in the village, and so then people could come back, but I don't think that's going to be a thing. Don't come in. They can see me. More of that. More of that. So a lot of people have these same books over and over. Don't come in. Don't come in. They can see me. Is that a map? That's not a map of the area, right? I don't know what that is exactly. Feels like that's a holy symbol of some kind. Church of Gjolafors burned ablaze. Escapee from Aesop Sanatorium captured. Oh. Okay, more of that. Another one of that. God dang it, I hit left mouse again instead. Oh well, whatever. So more of these discs. Okay. I'm assuming they're used in a ritual of some kind. With all these books about ritual, then you have these discs with symbols on it. I mean, I think. 4 of 18. Who knows if I'm going to get all the stories. I'm going to assume no. I usually don't. The living... Oh, actually, hang on. Let's look at other... Because that's a bit of reading. Let's look at the other stuff first while we have the light still. Briefly, and then we'll... Okay, it looks like that's it. So let me kill this. Wait, where was I just looking? Oh, here. Yeah. Okay, let's put this out. Okay. So this... The Living Mountain... These enormous creatures can be mistaken for mountains at first sight. However, with a little care, they can be examined a bit closer. On occasions, their enormous eyes open and reveal that the mountain is a living creature. That would be a cool ending. I don't suspect we're going to get that, but I had the thought that wouldn't that be nice? I don't think that's going to be a thing, but it would be nice anyway. This was all the blacksmith? Okay, that's actually like his house, I guess. Where are his anvil and things, though, then? I mean, he's supposed to be smithing, right? So where's the smithing set of tools? Unless this isn't, in fact, the blacksmith. But with the hammering, you assume this is the blacksmith. I don't... Okay. I mean, that's fine, I guess. I just expected to see tools more. Can I, if I go up this way a little bit, will I see some at that point, maybe? Oh, here we go. Another building. This is probably his shed where he does his smithing. Okay. I was wondering why. Alright. Cautiously. Sneaky, sneaky. Hopefully she's not using a match each time she strikes. Like busting the heads off matches and then not like losing a bunch. Alright. Daddy says that Eva can never come back. That's sad. Disheartening. Okay, so it looks like they probably cleared out his tools, but I'm assuming this shed is where he used to smith. I don't anticipate there's really anything up above this to go see. I mean, technically you could probably go up, but I don't think there should be anything up there. It should be probably just going to be hills, I would guess. Alright. I'll play your game. We'll go back out to the sign. So now that I went to the smith, I wonder if when we went over here, well, that's where we went though. That's got to be the short one because that's the first one. So over here is Little Ones of Freya, I would guess, right? Yeah, Little Ones of Freya. Okay. Okay. Creaking in the distance. That's always great. Came in the night, from the darkness, from nowhere. Jeez. The children, all of them taken. The children. This is going to be based just a big graveyard of children. So it looks like those would have been swing sets, probably. Mama? Hey, a goat figurine. That's different. Where before it was always the horses. A cinnamon bun recipe. Hey! Let's make some cinnamon buns in the middle of all this. We've got time. Come on. We need to take a break from our normal stuff. Being scared all the time. Let's make cinnamon buns. Oh, a yo-yo. Nice. Otherwise, though, nothing really in here. Outhouses for the children to use, I'm guessing. Light another. That does not have writing. He comes at night. Oh, good thing I'm here at night. Mommy's crying. Cards. The ball just starts rolling. Great. Hymns and ballads. Another one of those. Mommy doesn't believe me, but I saw him. That's not disturbing at all. And a man. Okay, I don't think there was anything in here, though, other than these things here and there. Oh, sounds like they got sick. Coughing noises and stuff. But a path that continues on? What was past the... I don't remember from the map. What was past the little ones of Freya? Find it the harp. We tried to protect. We hid and we lied. Those in the village knew nothing. Over the water, over the bridge. Find it. Okay, so that's a second way to get to the little ones of Freya. But since I don't know what else... Do we have another map here close by? I'm not seeing one. I don't know what other... Let's go here first. Start the gasoline and power first. Okay. More matches, of course. Several. Because of theft, the cabinet is locked. Key is with the guardian. Right, I grabbed the key, though, when I was over there, so... I need fuses. Belt is broken. There's a new one at the blacksmith. There's a new belt at the blacksmith? I didn't see one. Okay. I guess we're going back to the blacksmith. Since I don't know these other directions, we're going to go back this way. I feel like when we cut, like there's a square with the roads. I feel like we kind of went diagonal going that way. So we're going to go this way back just so that I know where I am. Yeah, maybe. Some of them. The quarantine was way at the beginning of the village, but it's very possible if they start finding them sick that they moved them all to the edge of the village. Plus, that is kind of duh, right? Like, why wouldn't you, if you were going to quarantine somebody, you'd probably want to put them at the edge of the village, right? So they're not in the middle where everybody else is and where they're going to get sick. Okay, there was a belt at the blacksmith that I missed, apparently. So, that's a thing. Going back again. Oh, I hadn't gone far enough. Doomed, they're all doomed in the dark, in the deep. Eternities, they will wander there until the world is dead. Hey, Silwell, welcome, man. So we'd actually not been to the blacksmith. We were to some huts before you get to the blacksmith. Interesting. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do my usual lighting matches now every time I enter a building because I can't see anything otherwise. So, nothing there. Hey, a belt. Great. Anything in any of these? Doesn't have to be, but wow, his place either was built right against the mountain on purpose, or it looks like probably there was a hillslide or something, or a mudslide. Woman found walking naked in the forest. First I thought it was my roof. Then I went bow chicka bow wow chicka down. Alright, anyway. I don't think there's anything else in here. Alright, so we got the belt. Does that mean 3 a.m.? Or does that mean I'm about to get eaten by something? Well, either way, I made it back, so screw you all, jerks. Okay, I got a belt from the... We already had the key from the Guardian. We already opened the box, the breaker box. And I got the belt from the smith. But it looked like there wasn't an interact symbol, but it looked like we were missing 4 fuses for that also. So... Hey, naked is sexy. I don't care what anybody says, naked is sexy. Okay. I don't know where I want to go from here. Let's look at the map again. So we've done Little Ones of Freya. We've done this creepy dead end here. We've done the blacksmith. So I guess we're going here to storage, which is straight, right? So having a little trouble navigating. That doesn't seem far enough split. I think these are 2 paths to the blacksmith, so we want to go this way, I think. Where's the... Why is there a board leaning against us from the other side? Thought maybe I'd missed something. Gosh dang it, now I knew where I was going to go, and now I don't remember now. Now, that's right, now. Harpensal? Hall of the Harp is that way. Which is... Drawbridge. That. What? How is... Oh. I think I know. Okay. So even though this is before we even get there, I think the path that has that Hall of the Harp is this whole thing. Telling you this way, it's a long way around, but it goes there eventually. So yeah, because we come from Little Ones of Freya here and come across to this drawbridge. So yes, so what I want to do is I want to take the Hall of the Harp path And storage will be on the way. All right. And this should say Little Ones of Freya, right? Yeah, that's Little Ones of Freya. Okay, perfect. I have this feeling, scary feeling, that kind of like with the cutscene, well, not cutscene exactly, but basically the scene with the brother running at the end before he got killed. I feel like there's going to be, we get the harp, and there's going to be a big chase scene. We're going to have to do a lot of frigging running, I feel. Ragnar's Kvarn? Oh, Ragnar's Windmill. Mill, okay. I don't remember that being on the map, although I do remember the mention about it. So let's go here and see. Which is the way, though? I guess this. I don't see a windmill. They're usually big enough you could see them in the distance, but I don't see it right now. Could be behind this hill, though. I could also be walking on a hill that's actually alive, apparently, according to the legend or the myth. So there's that. Ah, here we go. Here's the windmill. Are you kidding? Like way in the frigging distance. Wow. Yeah, I know, right? Fortunately, sneak and run are right next to each other. And I guess that's a little bit of an advantage in this game, even though I don't normally like it as a mechanic. You have to hold down left control on your keyboard to sneak. And if I let go of it, I stand. But what that means in this case, if I'm trying to switch keys, as soon as I let go of the sneak button, I'm standing. And then I press shift to run, right? And suddenly I'm running. So there's that. That's an advantage. Versus in other games, like if it's C or if it's control, but you have to toggle, you have to click it, like press it again to stop doing it. In those cases, you always have to press it and then switch, and that becomes more... It's still possible, it's just more problematic. Have you seen my fiancée? She ran that way. I tried to save her. Have you seen her? I haven't, dude. Sorry, man. 6 of 18. I'm pretty sure. 18? I'm going to go on a limb and say I'm not going to get all of them in this game. I mean, I don't know for sure, but go on a limb. Say probably not. I have to light again, right? Do I not? Oh, I thought it was one of these things where I had to light, like before. What? Do I just open it? No. Yeah, like, how... Well, you're kind of a jerk. Make me waste my match. Okay, so I'm assuming maybe in storage I can get a candle. Wouldn't that be creepy if this came alive suddenly and attacked me? Alright, well, it's not... That match isn't going to last long enough going back even, so... I have coconuts in a row. Alright, we came from over here. Let's see if we can look in these buildings here. Be careful. Once you've heard the melody, once it runs through you like blood, be wary, or else darkness will fall. Okay. Forrad, which I believe is storage. Yeah. As I say, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know Swedish, but I'm saying I thought I saw that on the map. Ah, more matches. We'll take those. Thank you. I actually like this match mechanic more than... Well, I haven't played the games, but more than some mechanics I've seen. Like, I know in Outlast you use what do you call it? I guess it'd be a camcorder or something like that. A camera. It takes batteries, and from my understanding, the batteries run out really quickly. That seems silly. Seems like it's a bit forced. What? Oh. These trees are like some of these trees are alive. Interesting. Or part of the creature that is the mountain that's alive or something. No, you're not getting in there. Unless you get these to move somehow. But I'm guessing no. So storage did not turn out to be what I thought it was going to be. Turns out to be a big fat nothing, pretty much. Unless I might be missing something. See, I don't get an interact to try to burn the webs away or anything either. Or melt the webs away, so I don't... Yeah, I think it's it. Yeah, burn her fingers. So it doesn't actually hurt her per se. She just goes, ow, and then lets go of the match. Could be a Spriggan. You're good point. I don't know much about them either, and I don't know... First of all, I don't know enough to know what they would want. And secondly, I don't know, even if I knew that, how closely stuff in this game matches the mythology. So I don't know if that would matter, knowing that or not. I assume it won't matter in terms of they want you to still be able to play the game, whether you know that or not. So I assume that, at least, is a reason for it not to matter whether you know. This game's pretty intuitive, I think. Other than needing to look at controls. Other than needing to look at controls and remember that left mouse is light a match, E is interact. Other than that, though, this game's pretty intuitive. So I don't really think you need to know anything other than what the game tells you need to know, and you're fine. There were a couple places in the woods earlier also where I didn't exactly know where to go. So that was less intuitive, I guess, but... When you give a game a fairly open world feel like this has, it's not open world fully, really, but it has the feel of open world because you have a vast area you can explore before you have boundaries. So... because it's given you that kind of a feel, there is a bit of you wander and you don't know where you need to go. Like you've wandered maybe in the wrong direction, possibly. There's some of that, but not a whole lot. It's fairly intuitive also because they give you paths in most cases. So... I'm not positive. So we have a couple of updates that I'll go ahead and give you while I'm on the stream. I think I'm going to try to do another vlog. From like never doing vlogs to doing them multiple times in a month is weird to me, but that's fine. But I think I'm going to try to vlog soon about this as well. But I'll give you a couple of updates on some things. I think that may be the sickness that people were getting. And then we have, oh, okay, that's chalk drawing, evil fairy tales again, and then that. I don't see anything else that I would need to examine other than that. So, yeah, creepy friggin' stuff in the forest, though. Or from the forest or whatever. Dead cows found in pen. Svensson found the entire herd lifeless. Jeez, the whole herd? I mean, I guess that doesn't really surprise. So a couple of updates, like I was saying. First of all, it looks like no guarantees, but very possibly next month, we'll have Chapter 3 of Never Again. So we'll be able to finish that off relatively soon. March, April, May, somewhere in there, for sure, I would think. We'll have Never Again. I thought something was about to attack me, but no, I think it was just... So, it's not that I can't vlog, it's just that I tend to forget. So, I need to just be better at that. So, I'll give these updates in the vlog too, but just so you guys, since you're on the stream right now, I'll give you these updates so you can see. So, Never Again should have an update fairly soon, I think. We've got the next Lev game. I don't know any specifics on that. It sounds like they're hoping this year sometime, but I don't know for sure. Okay. And then there are some others I actually don't know offhand. I'll have to look up. See, for example, when we get Immure, like when I did on my Halloween stream of Immure, that very last game was a demo, so I want to see if we're closer to having the full game for that. Anyway, we'll see as things get further along. But there are at least a couple of games, especially Never Again, because that's closer to, still not exact, but closer to an exact time frame. So a couple of updates to look forward to for sure for that. And then I don't know on the other games that I've done as well, right? There are other games I've done that I obviously want to continue that were either only partial or whatever, so. Okay, Hidden Worlds Volume 1, or actually I think this is probably Chapter 1. Hidden Worlds 1. There's some speculation about whether or not there are other worlds and dimensions. Worlds where the rules of our world do not apply. Where reality is spread thin over the branches of Yggdrasil. Yeah. So that's nice. That adds another dimension to not knowing what's going on, really. So on the one hand, you have Swedish folktales. On the other hand, you have other dimensions now. So there's that. Yeah, Never Again will be... I'm looking forward to it too. I think Never Again will be lit. I'm excited for it. Yes, so we already unlocked the cabinet. And now we've got this. And then this. Right, I have to put this on there. There we go. And now I do this. Okay, what am I missing? Start the gasoline and power first. The gasoline. Oh. Turn this. And where's the gasoline? Starts the gasoline? Oh, start it flowing. Right. Yeah. Turn it on. Now try. There we go. I don't remember how much farther past the bridge we have to go to get to the harp. Okay, I think that's music, not a sound effect. So something might come soon, but I don't think that's something approaching yet. All of this could have been avoided if her brother had never tried to kidnap her for drug rehabilitation. I'm not blaming it on him, but I'm kind of blaming it on him. This isn't happening. This isn't happening. It's a dream, just a bad dream. This isn't possible. Not possible. I wonder if these trees, they might be Spriggan, because I told you before, Silhouette, or agreed with you, because you said the same thing or whatever. Anyway, that I don't know really enough about Spriggan to know what's the story. But I wonder, and this may be already built into the Spriggan mythology, like I said, don't know. But I wonder if those trees are actually the spirits of people who were taken by the darkness here, who were not able to escape. That might actually be a thing. That's our ultimate destination up there, I believe. We're going to eventually, somewhere over that way, we're going to be taking a raft across, and then I assume we're going to climb up to there and then meet the people up there and maybe become a permanent part of that village, because I don't know if there's a way out of here once you're here. I don't know if the villagers have found a way out. That's also assuming that they made it there and then they're still there. They didn't either leave or, worse, die while they were there. I have to do this harp before I'm allowed to move on. Okay, there's no door here for me to go in. So unless I were going to go in the water, which may be a thing, but unless I were going to go in the water, I don't think I can even get in that building. We tried to help. We hit it. But in the end, they came for us all. See, this is why every time I approach one of these trees, we get one of these whisper things of text. That's what's making me think these are the people that got trapped. Or got taken by the darkness. They tried to hide, but it didn't work out for them. Unfortunately, that doesn't surprise me. If you believe in or go along with or whatever mythologies, there's a lot of seriously scary stuff out there. And there's this natural tendency for people to want to hide or be quiet when the stuff comes around. But a lot of the mythologies we were supposed to protect everyone, everything. We failed, and now we're all doomed. What do you want to bet there's another one of those tree things? Yep, right here. I'm pretty sure that's what those are supposed to be. Interestingly. Anyway, in a lot of these mythologies, though, it doesn't matter if you hide, because they smell you. It's not as bad as, but it's a kind of like the xenomorph, Alien, like in the Alien movies, or Alien Isolation, where it doesn't need to see you, although that helps, of course. Helps it find you. But it doesn't need to actually see you, or smell you. It can, or hear you even. It can kind of just sense life. It's like it's kind of like it sees, except that it doesn't see visually like we're used to. It sees life. it sees, oh, you're alive. I could probably get you. Okay, just... Really? Okay, I'll go back. Fine, I'll go back. I'll go back. I'll go back. Okay, let's... Oh, come on, don't get me stuck. Don't let me be stuck. Let me get back. No, I wasn't supposed... Okay, I admit I wasn't supposed to go this way. I confess that I went the way I wasn't supposed to go. Can I get back, please? Really? Seriously? There we go. Running, jump over it. Whew! I was like, no, I broke a game again. I broke a freaking game again. God dang it. But no, fortunately, I could get out. So there's no other way in here. Unless there's a key in here. My guess is it's probably just a building you don't enter. Alright. This is the Odin's Chosen. Torvald can't find the frame with the hidden song rune. Don't know what... Okay. So there's a song he was looking for, I guess. Okay, we have that on the way back. There's a map again. Stuff that's unimportant. Nothing to open. Okay, stuff we've all seen before. There's a newspaper. And nothing in there. And finally... And these all have lights. So I don't need my matches for those. 7 of 18. I mean, we're making decent progress now that we're at the village. I just feel like we may have missed some stuff prior to this already, though. Don't know. I'm glad there aren't dead bodies, just leftover blankets. I mean, dead bodies, whatever. They don't scare me or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, if there are dead bodies all over the place, it bodes less well for people surviving, potentially. But that said, I think the people either escaped, some of them did, I think, or they were turned into those trees, I think. Ruth Ockfist found dead again. Body was found with scratch marks around the face, specifically around the eyes. I wonder if that's why you had the drawings where there's the one lady, and there was the same lady, but like with dark and kind of hollowed out eye sockets. Probably. That's not much of a light. That gives almost no illumination. Just the very top here. Not super useful. Honey, could you bring the light in? I'm having troubles reading. Sure, I'll just put it up here on the ceiling where you can't see anything. No, I need it down by the book. No, honey? He did it again. The Norns, by the roots of the tree they dwell. The three that spin the threads of life. Yeah, the Norns are kind of like the Fates in Greek mythology. Some call them witches, while others claim they are fair maidens from the giants. They who powerfully weave all our destinies. Odin's Knowledge, Volume 1. Torvald Young. Yep. And was there anything else in here? This first room? I don't remember. That's like a can or something, I think. Yeah, that's stuff that... And... just pots and pans, dishes... Can't see great, but I can see, I think, well enough to see if there's other stuff. I think that's everything here. Unless I missed it, I didn't see any kind of sheet music or something in there, though, so I don't know. Okay, I believe this is the building where the harp is supposed to be. Yeah. Yeah, there are I don't know about the tree specifically. You're probably right. How could everything have how could this have happened? We did everything, and he ruined it. It's his fault. I don't know who he is, but he sounds like a jerk. Hall of the Harp. So why you call him a jerk? You don't know nothing about him. You make him like all guilty of everything that ever bad happened to anyone. What? I'm just talking about like stuff in the village. Yeah, but you don't know nothing about what happened in the village. How you know he do nothing? How do I know he did nothing? I'm not saying he did nothing. I'm saying no. You know what I mean? What I mean? No, I don't know what you mean. I mean, why you blame him for a thing that he not do? How do you know he didn't do it? No, but like you don't know that he did it. That's what I'm saying. Like you like jumping to conclusion, like on the Office Space movie where they like make that jump for conclusion mat or something. Okay, medicinal plants, tinctures, decorations. Yeah, we had that earlier too. Is this no? That's nothing new also either. Oh, there's this. Today I hid from a bad man. So much friggin' all this stuff happened to these kids. That's another thing too with these legends. Half the time, I mean, I get that a lot of the legends were made up stories to scare children so children wouldn't wander out in the woods and maybe get lost, and then you actually don't have a child anymore because the child gets lost and dies out in the woods or something. So you scare them by telling them the forest is scary. They want to stay in, so then they stay close, so you keep an eye on them. I mean, I get the point of a lot of these. But the fact that a lot of these stories targeted children means that if these ever were true, children are in serious trouble. And that is not cool in my book. Okay, another one of those runes made by a blacksmith or whatever. Nickeln. The key. The harp was formed from Yggdrasil, I can never say that name, Yggdrasil itself, inserted with magical gold and carved with holy runes. The dwarves gave the harp to Freya, who picked strands from her golden hair and used them as strings so the magic could flow through the powerful instrument. Odin's Knowledge, Volume 4. Okay, so that's the point of the harp. Right? It'll basically allow magic to flow through them. And apparently magic in this case, or a particular song when played on the harp, I think is what's going on, will kind of relax the monsters, make them less aggressive maybe. Although there is the possibility, there's nothing in this chest apparently, right? Just other angles and stuff. Nope, nothing. Okay. Although apparently something didn't work, so you need other things in place, or they had the wrong melody and they pissed stuff off instead of placating it. I don't know. Yep, another one of those. Couple of different staircases going upstairs. I wonder if that means all of upstairs connects, or if these are two different areas that don't actually go back toward each other. I don't know. All right. The power of the runes. Odin sacrificed himself and suffered for knowledge about the runes, the powerful symbols with which humans can bend reality, assumed that the stones and powerful places which channel their powers can be found. Okay, these are all symbols we've seen around the village. The bottom one was at that center, like, clock tower area. I'm trying to remember where all of them were. The upper left was Wasn't it the blacksmith? It wasn't it the children of Freya either. Where was that? I don't remember. Anyway, we've seen those around the village. Oh. Oh. Notes from the past. Also, notes of obsession. Woohoo! Okay. I like that tune. So pretty. I'm going to do it again. I like that tune. Okay. Johan Larsson, so another letter. Oh, yeah, Ruth Alkvist. Ruth Alkvist, yeah. So these are like letters to people who have died. Oh. That's a little sad. I guess they decided since they passed on, there's no point in... Okay. It was something else over here. Oh, it's a lamp knocked over. Okay. The guide in the dark. The spirit who leads the wanderer in the dark. Lichtgube can have both good and evil intent. They can lead wanderers out of the dark, but also into an early death. So I wonder if that's... Oh, man. Okay, Norns are supposed to be fate weavers. Yeah. Yeah, the Greeks... Okay, it's possible... Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. So Silwell said it's possible Spriggans are dead spirits trapped in trees like Rusalicus are in water. Yeah, I don't know. And that's what I'm thinking is like maybe the Spriggans are that and maybe those are the villagers. Somehow they got trapped in trees. I don't know though, right? I have no idea for sure. I think some spirits protect me. I love that movie. Yeah, Office Space is a great movie, right? Norns are supposed to be fate weavers. Yeah. So Norns, don't misread into anything into what I'm saying here, okay? I'm not saying that the Norse mythology came from the Greek or that the Greek came from the Norse, okay? But in a similar way to how the fates in Greek mythology have threads that represent the life of individuals, but they also represent the direction people are going to take in their lives. So they can cut the thread and that will kill you. They can also bend the thread and make your life take a different path. In a similar way, it sounds like Norns weave the fate of people. And there were also 3 fates in Greek mythology. There are 3, according to what we read in this game at least, there are 3 of the Norns. So, all right. So with the guide in the dark, I just had a sad thought. What happens... cheese grater, or cheese slicer, I mean. What happens when we get up to the cave where the light is? All those people, I wasn't allowed to watch. I looked anyway. We get up to that cave where the light is. All those people up there followed a light, basically, to get out. What if... they thought one of their guys was up there, but it was the guide in the dark or whatever. And it led them out of the darkness. So, yay. But it also got them killed. Like, shortened their lifespan. I don't know. Another thing to keep in mind is that these events are supposedly set, from what we've been reading, newspaper clippings and so on, somewhere between like 1932 and 1942. I don't know for sure what the time period is for the characters that we're playing. Lukas was her brother, and then now I don't remember what her name is. Astrid or something. Esther? Igor? I don't remember. Anyway, these characters I thought, when I started the game, were modern day. If that's true, that means that we're looking at 70 or 80 years after these events took place. Let's just go with an average of 75 years after this took place. So even if these people found an early grave, there might not be anybody up at that light, because these people might be gone. But if that's true, where's the light come from? I don't know. There are lights here. We don't know where they come from either. Maybe these are powered by that generator that opened the bridge. I don't know. It's hard to know a lot of this stuff, right? But however it turns out, I have a feeling this is not going to be a happy ending. Almost none of the games I play have happy endings. But we'll see. Maybe there will be one here. 8 of 18. Nice. I need to look at those collected stories that I've got, by the way. See what they say. Okay, I don't know that I'm going to be able to interact with these. Doesn't look like that's a thing. Hey, an actual curtain that moves instead of just being a random wall that blocks my way. I like when games are more realistic. Like, you could actually, like, why could you not move a curtain? Oh, it's so heavy. It's too much for me. I can't do it. Okay. Weakling. Eva, miss you. What was it about Eva? Somebody tried to find Eva or follow Eva or something and wasn't allowed to, I think. I think that's what it was. Or couldn't say goodbye to Eva or something. I don't remember. Now. Alright. Okay, and then Luchtcube means lantern geezer. Oh, interesting. Maybe they were original Green Lanterns. Oh, yeah. Or it might be a similar legend to like Will-O-Wisps. Could be. Which, by the way, I am still working on the video for that, but I have a brother who keeps slacking off. I asked my brother, okay, there's a quote from somebody like late 19th, early 20th century that ties into the legends of Will-O-Wisps. I asked my brother if he could read that quote for me. Sure, he says. That was like 6 months ago. He keeps forgetting, and I keep reminding him, and I'm not mad, but I'm just saying, like, dude, if you're not going to have time, just tell me. I'll try to find somebody else to read it for me. But he keeps saying he's going to do it, and it just never happens. So, still working on it, but we're not there yet because of stuff. All right, there is light here. I don't know. I guess I probably won't miss anything on the floor. I think the light's probably bright enough that I'll be fine in that regard. But I don't know for sure. I want to make sure I'm not missing something. So let's just do this. I'll just use another match. We're going to wander like the whole hall, go around. And then, well, I mean, you don't have to be sorry. I'm just saying, you know, it happens. Man, people get busy and stuff too. I get that. I'm not frustrated. Really, truly, I'm not. I'm also not disappointed or anything. I'm just explaining that, and I know you guys get this too, but anyway, I'm just explaining that though I do say that I'm still working on it, because I am, I do have some setbacks that are going to cause it to take a little bit longer than it otherwise might. And another Holy Duty book. That's not talking about sacred poo. That's talking about, like, what you're supposed to do for people or whatever. More matches. Cute. Let's do that. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I wasn't on it fast enough. I was trying to douse it before she burned her fingers, but I wasn't fast enough. All right. Yeah, it'll totally work out. It'll be fine. It'll just take longer than I'd anticipated. That was also partly the reason for the delay on the Daniel amnesia lore. The next video of those was I started working on the... Oh, here's another one of those symbols. This was the one in the upper right when we were looking at that book down below. I had been working on and waiting for stuff on that video, and so that had delayed things. So that was part of that as well. Oh, hi. That's a pretty eye. I mean, it's a little hard to tell black and white the color of the eye. Still good though. Still looks good, I think. But why, if you're really proud of your art, like why don't you put them out? I don't. Are you trying to say that this thing of this cabinet is alive or something? Ow. God dang it, I even hit right mouse button, but I tried to, I should say, but I think I hit the middle mouse button instead because my finger got shifted over somehow. That happens to me sometimes, unfortunately. I don't really know exactly why. Geez, they really want to make sure you got enough matches, huh? I mean, okay, I'm all for having enough matches, but you kind of are overdoing it a little, I feel like. She has more matches in her thing than she started with. Ruth Alkvist found dead. Yep, that's the same one we read before. Stop. Jerk. Okay. Trying to go fast and I'm clicking the ones I've already. All right, are you ready for the running sequence? Put the heart back. Why? Okay. What was my thing for using the harp? No. What? No. Options. Not main menu. Options. Pointer. Point at what I'm trying to point to, not what I'm actually pointing to. That makes no sense. If you're actually pointing to it, Xexor, obviously it's gonna shut up. Shut up. You know what I mean. No, I don't think anyone knows what you mean, you crackhead. Harp Q. Ow. Dried lip, no fun. Okay, Q, right? I don't know the order in which I'm supposed to play stuff, though. Fire. Blood. There's fire. And then blood. My own blood, I guess? Ah. Ow. Now am I supposed to take the harp? Or did I just do a bad thing? I'm actually not sure what just happened. It just saved, though. All right, it just saved. I have to find a way to cross the lake with a melody. So, yep. All right. So that's going to be it for today. And we will next week's stream might be Friday night. I'm not sure. I'll let you know as I get close, but I feel like it might be Friday night instead of Saturday. We will still stream. I just feel like it might be I have to swap a day, go a day back to do it. So, like I said, I will let you know, but be ready for that to be a thing because I think that might be what we end up doing. Tomorrow will be, I think, Book of Unwritten Tales again. I don't see why we need to wait another week on that. Because the last weekend I was out of town, and the weekend before that, I did Adam Wolf. So I believe it's time to do Book of Unwritten Tales again for sure. So I'll be doing that. That'll be my usual time tomorrow. So thanks for watching. As per usual, if you like this video, let me know. If you want to join me for the stream tomorrow, it'll be my usual time. So when this goes offline, you'll see what time I stream on Sundays. Otherwise, I'll see you in my other videos. Till next time. Peace.